1 Corinthians 4:18. While we do not look at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporary, but the things which are not seen are eternal. You know, there's two different kinds of joy. There's temporary joy and there is eternal joy. There's a joy that can last and can't be shaken. There's an unshakable peace and there's a material peace that comes and goes. It's a fleeting peace. If you find any kind of peace in anything that's material or anything that is finite, that's on this earth. For example, maybe you get a car, you get this new car, and you believe this car makes you happy. One thing you have to realize is that the happiness of this car is going to be subject to the experience that you have while you're with the car. So if you're in the car and you're caught in traffic, all of a sudden you're not getting the same happiness from that car as you did when you first got it. All of a sudden now the experience of the car is not a happy experience. You're in traffic, so you're in the car that you love so much that you thought made you happy, but you're frustrated and it's making you mad. Or somebody says something bad about your car and they don't like it, and you're not getting the response that you really wanted. When someone gets a car, you know, of course they want people to like their car. No one just gets a car only because they like it. They think that other people will find it, you know, attractive also. So if you see that no one else likes your car, or if you see a lot of people with your car, it will limit your experience. Also, what will also limit the happiness of the experience of the car will be the fact that there's an anxiety of losing it, being able to lose it, or it being damaged, or having to maintain it. You have to maintain this car, you might get in a wreck. So this fear and this anxiety also limits the peace and the happiness you're able to receive from anything that is finite. This even happens with people, you know, your own children. Of course, you can get joy and peace from your children, but there's also this anxiety that you have of being able to lose them. And one day we will have to separate from them, you know, whether it's us leaving them or them leaving us. One day we will have to lose them. So this limits the peace that we can get from anything on this earth, whether it's people or things, whether it's money. You always have this anxiety of having to keep up your money, or having to make more, or being able to lose it. This will limit your happiness. But when you put your faith in things that are eternal, when you put your faith in salvation and being able to go to heaven, this is an unshakable peace. Knowing that Jesus has died for your sins and that you have an eternal home in heaven with him is a kind of peace that cannot be shaken. You know, you might even feel that, well, isn't this something that you can lose also? Well, if you really truly understand salvation, you know that it's not something you can lose. And even the fear of losing your salvation is further assurance that you have salvation. Because salvation comes by faith alone, not by works. So there's nothing that you can do to save yourself. To think that there's something that you can do to save yourself would limit the work that Jesus did on the cross. Jesus died on the cross. So to say that you have to do something to save yourself would be saying that Jesus' work on the cross wasn't enough, that him dying, that his blood wasn't enough. That is the sacrifice that was given, not the works that you do. So understanding that you're saved by his work is something that you can always have faith in. Even when you fear that maybe I'm not saved, that should let you know that you are saved, because you have that fear. That fear for God will drive you to do right also. So this will be helping you to improve your character and improve your behavior. This is what we call sanctification. So remember, true peace is found in eternal. It's an unshakable peace and happiness that you find knowing that there's a heaven, that there's a home waiting for you. Jesus said that in the Father's house there are many mansions, and you have one for you if you believe. Something to think about.
Do take good care of yourself.